So next we had
Next we had Kendall Eugene,
Yes.
37 years old, from Fort Worth, Texas, and he sang "Don't Think Jesus" by Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen, who was a former contestant
Yes.
on that show.
Yes.
So I, you know what? I thought it was just great. I thought it was a great, honest performance.
Yeah.
I hear range. I see storytelling. He's got the look of a star. I felt like there was a quiet confidence about him in his singing. So I was shocked when the chairs did not turn.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, this guy is, in my opinion, I thought he's everything that The Voice wants in a contestant.
Yeah.
From what I've learned over the several seasons that I've watched. So I don't know, I was a little perplexed as to why they did not turn.
I think that they didn't turn because I felt like when he was in his lower range, it was a little shaky. Like there was a little tuning, as they like to say. There was some tuning going on. But oh my God, once he got to his chest voice and that upper extension and that belt, it was magical. And I was just like, I could hear this guy on the radio. Like, it was just, he soared when he was singing those choruses. And just like you, when the chairs did not turn, I was just kind of like, oh man, like he had a really great voice. And I felt like he might have just been a little bit nervous in those lower parts of his voice. That's why they were a little bit shaky and whispery or whatever. But I felt like the upper extension was more than enough to get somebody to turn for him, especially like a Reba maybe or a Gwen. But yeah, the story did not end there. They started talking to Kendall, and as they were talking, Reba was like, I really don't know why I didn't turn. Now I really don't know why I didn't turn. I really feel like I should have turned for you. And like I said at the top of the show, the coaches all had the opportunity and have the opportunity during the blinds to rethink their decision. If someone is not turned for, but then they start to talk to them and they have a change of heart, they are allowed to use this coach replay button. And let me tell you something. It ain't a coincidence that this happened when Mr. Kendall was singing a song that had the name of Jesus in it. Because Jesus turned that thing around. See, you call on the name of Jesus whether you think you are or whether you don't even know. And because
he will shift the atmosphere.
Listen, he shifted that atmosphere. He turned something in Miss Reba's heart, and she said, I got to have you on my team. So Kendall Eugene is a part of Team Reba. And let me tell you, James, you got to go back. If you recorded this, or if you can look it up on YouTube or something, you have got to watch, because the way that man sobbed, because I don't know if any of the artists, I don't know if the artist knew that this was an option. If you don't get a chair turn, you done. Like, that's how it's been for the past 25 seasons. So he thought he was done. And when she said, I want you on my team, he was sobbing. Snoop was sobbing. Gwen was sobbing. It was a moment. It was beautiful. So I'm glad he's getting another opportunity to show off his gift.
That's great. Great story. Great backstory too. It's great backstory.
Yes.
I love that he still is in touch with his biological son. That was just great.
Isn't that cool?
Great.
Come on. Yes.